McGee Wolf with the Wolf Group, back again with another great video on helping people make great decisions in home ownership. All right, so let's get to it. The question is, why do people rent? Well, in my opinion, the only valid financial reason is that they can't get approved for a mortgage. Now, if that may be you, you should go look at the video I did recently called Mortgage Counseling, and we can solve that issue for you. Sometimes what people will say is, well, you know, I'm not sure if I'm going to be here for more than a couple of years. So my answer to that is, if I could go back 30 years to the first home that my wife and I purchased, and had we kept that home and converted it into rental property after we moved out, we would have had a tenant paying all of the mortgage payment. We would have been able to pay the house off very quickly. And then after that, for years now, I would have been receiving about $1,500 in mailbox money every month. If I could go back and reverse that, I would be in a better financial position. But some people just don't want to be a landlord, and I get it. But I'm just saying, for an extra $1,500 a month in mailbox money, you might be able to adjust that attitude. Now let's just take a look at a few numbers for people who are willing to pay about $1,000 to $1,300 a month. Now we have to make a few assumptions, and number one is the home you're purchasing, you wouldn't qualify for 100% financing, so you'd have to save 3.5% of the sales price as a down payment or get a gift. Also, it'd be a 4% interest rate on a 30-year mortgage. Homes only appreciate at 2% per year, which is a little bit lower than what I really think they are right now. And you don't choose a home that requires an excessive amount of homeownership insurance or even have any flood insurance, and it doesn't have a homeowners association that requires you to pay dues. So those are the baseline assumptions. Now this is some number crunching, I get it, but sometimes simple math gives us clarity. Under those assumptions, when we compare the costs of renting versus buying, the numbers speak for themselves. Now, if you're a person who has a monthly budget of $965 either to pay rent or to pay a house payment, you could actually purchase a home that costs $150,000. And after 9 years, if you take everything into account, including the home appreciation and the tax savings, you would be $50,000 ahead, predominantly in the equity in the home. It's shocking. You know, home ownership is the #1 way people create wealth in America. Now, if your monthly housing budget is $1,165, you could purchase a home that costs $175,000. And after you take everything into account, 9 years later, you will be $65,000 better off, predominantly again in equity in your home. And if we move it up a little bit to the third example, if you're willing to pay $1,285 a month in your budget for rent or owning a home, you could actually purchase a $200,000 home. And at the end of those 9 years, you would be ahead $75,000. That's remarkable. Now, if you would like a copy of what you just saw on the screen with those numbers with a lot more detail in the background, I'll be happy to email them to you. Just send me an email to loanexpert21@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to send them to you. Or if you have some specific numbers about your budget or your price point, I'll run those numbers, of course, no cost, and we'll get that taken care of for you. How about this for an idea to get started? What if you were to purchase a duplex or a fourplex, live in one of the units for as long as you like, have the tenants make the payments ultimately on a 15-year mortgage, pay it off as fast as you can, and then you have income producing property over the long haul. Now that's smart money right there. Our goal is to deliver great content. Please subscribe, share, and comment, especially if you think we might be able to add additional value to you, or you think someone may benefit from this video. I've also added my email and phone number down below if you think I can help you. Now always remember, it's not a matter of if you can buy a home, it's just a matter of when. Now everybody at the Wolf Group joins me when I tell you, have a great day.